What's up guys? So today we're going to be talking about this little guy. This is the Canon SX170 IS. It's a kind of point and shoot budge camera from 2013. I thrifted this for $5 and as you can see it's not in the greatest condition. It's missing the front like lens cover thingy-majig, but it is actually completely functioning, so that's awesome. So yeah, in this video it's going to be kind of a little bit silly. This is not a great camera, but you know, I took it out for a few days, shot with it, and I actually had a great time, so let's talk about it. But yeah, aesthetically, this camera is pretty cute. I mean, it's bright red, it's like obnoxiously red. You know, it definitely has that late 2000s, early 2010s point and shoot vibe, which, you know, I've always been kind of a fan of. You know, this isn't a professionally looking camera by any means, but it's cute and I like it. And, you know, on that subject, honestly, the buttons, the build quality, it feels pretty nicely constructed. It doesn't feel cheap or anything like that. And the buttons and everything, they feel pretty tactile. The zooming feels nice, everything like that. In terms of like, you know, aesthetics and build quality, I actually kind of like it, I'll be honest. In any case, these days, your phone is typically gonna, you know, take better pictures than something like this. But these silly little point and shoot cameras, they still have a niche, and I think that niche is like the super zoom capabilities. This thing has 16x optical zoom, which is nuts in a, you know, a camera this tiny. Like, your phone definitely can't do that. I know some of the newer Samsungs, like I have an S23, I believe they can do 10 times optically, but this thing does 16 times optically. And honestly, I've been out to shoot with it, and it's not too bad. With the image stabilization, you can actually get pretty clean shots at 16 times zoom, and I'll have some of those up on the screen right here. And then as far as the image stabilization goes, in video, it's pretty bad. So video is 720p, of course, there's no 1080p here. And in video, when you're shooting and you move the camera, the image stabilization, it seems to try and keep it steady, but then it'll just skip. I put some examples up on the screen, but it is like bad. Like the video will just be skipping across the frame as the image stabilization tries to keep up. Now with that being said, this camera did come out in 2013, you know, it's kind of a beginner camera. So it kind of came out as like, you know, the concept of vlogging was kind of coming into its heyday. So I did do a little test with this. I was taking a bit of a hike. So, you know, I just recorded myself and spoke into the built-in microphone, which is not very good. And I put that up on the screen here so you can see, you know, the stabilization isn't too bad when recording yourself. But the microphone, it ain't good, man. It ain't good. So this is a microphone test outside, and this is also a test of the image stabilization. And yeah, I'm just hiking through the woods right now, and it looks to be pretty stable. And yes, I'm out of breath, don't judge. And then here's the microphone with a bunch of background noise. I mean, as you can see, I have this beautiful river behind me, and you probably can't even hear what I'm saying. And then when it comes to taking pictures, this little guy actually does a, you know, pretty decent job. It does have 16 megapixels. And in daytime, I found the pictures to be, you know, decent. Again, probably not as good as like a phone, and definitely not as good as like my ZVE10 here. But, you know, 2013, cheap camera at the time, they look pretty decent. I'll be putting some samples up on the screen. Now, yesterday, I did take this thing out too, and I shot everything at 1600 ISO on accident because I'm an idiot. And at 1600 ISO, man, this thing looks disgusting. So I put some of those up on the screen here too. But independent of that, flare resistance, there is no flare resistance at all. If you shoot into the sun or any sort of light source, it's just chaotic. It's just a chaotic mess. And then finally, shooting with flash, you know, it doesn't really give that point and shoot vibe, or you get like crazy wet eye or insane glare, but it still, you know, it still kind of looks like crap. You know, direct flash and everything like that. So yeah, my first impressions of this, I mean, honestly, I usually shoot with an A7 III, so obviously there's a little bit of a quality difference between these two. But in any case, this feels a good time. I mean, like, you can literally fit it in your pocket, and, you know, I'm a big fan of, like, tiny setups. So when I was going out to shoot with this, I kind of felt like a beginner again, just, you know, shooting anything that interested me, like, you know, birds flying through the sky, or a cute house, or something like that. And, yeah, I don't know, there's something about, like, the aesthetic of this and like the fact that you can put it in your pocket and you just like, you know, turn it on and point and shoot. I can definitely see the appeal for some people. I mean, I definitely prefer to have a nice camera, but hey man, I mean, I got this thing for $5. I think I paid like $8 for the, actual battery charger to charge it up. And, they're pretty cheap on eBay and stuff too, so, if you're gonna buy this for yourself for some reason, I'll, include an affiliate link for eBay, and you can go check it out. I do actually sell on eBay myself, so if you look closely, you'll find this exact copy with the completely destroyed lens. But yeah, guys, that pretty much sums up the video. If you liked it, drop a like, consider subscribing, and if you want to see me review more of these like mid to late 2000s point and shoots, let me know, because I actually have a pretty hefty collection. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.